Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Nate here with NatesTechUpdate, and Apple has just gone ahead and seeded iOS 5 Beta 5 to developers here, so I'm going to get ready to download it and install it on my device over the air. This update runs in at 128 megabytes, which is roughly the same size as what we saw in Beta 4. And this beta version of iOS 5 contains bug fixes and improvements. So I'm going to go ahead and install it, and I'll pause the camera, and then we'll see if there's any notable changes that I wanted to mention to you. Alright, so I've just finished installing iOS 5 Beta 5 here on my iPhone 4, and I will say the over-the-air update took about 10 minutes to complete, and it ran a lot smoother than it did in Beta 4. So currently I'm on the personal setup screen setting up my iCloud account, and I noticed some new more info buttons here, so if you didn't know what iCloud was, you could simply click on this and give you a summary of what that action performed, so you could decide whether or not you wanted to enable it if you're not actually familiar with the feature. I did notice this on some of the other screens, so you'll also notice it here on what is the iCloud backup, and it was on the location service screen as well. Same here with Find My iPhone. And before we leave the personal setup here, I did want to mention that if you hit the home button, there's an option now to go back to the Wi-Fi settings. In the previous betas, there was just the option to start over and emergency call. Now if you click on this anytime at the personal setup, you can go back into the Wi-Fi settings if you need to change what Wi-Fi network you're on or anything. Okay, so now I wanted to dive into settings here. And under the accessibility section, I noticed a new feature called hearing aid mode, which will improve compatibility with hearing aids in some circumstances and may reduce 2G cellular coverage. So this will be great for anyone who has a hearing aid. Hopefully it will allow them to hear whatever's playing out of their iPhone with better clarity. Another change that I noticed was in the Photos application, but first I'm going to need to take a picture before I can show that to you. Okay, so if I head into the camera roll actually here, you'll see that there's a new button right here that should take me right into the actual, back into the camera application if I want to go ahead and take a picture. So once again, that's how that works. So that's pretty much everything that I've noticed up until this point. If any new changes arise that I discover, I will post a part 2 video if there's anything notable. Also, if you want to check out the Boy Genius Report changelog, I will provide a link in that in the description. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Please like it and subscribe, and as always, have a nice day.